Two guys walk into the same dealership, same week, same car. One pays $2,400 more than the other. And the crazy part? The guy who paid more thought he was being smart. That is the trap we are talking about today. And by the end of this video, you will never walk into a dealership the same way again. Here's what actually happened. Marcus spent weeks preparing for his car purchase. We are talking spreadsheets, forums, YouTube deep dives, the whole thing. He found the manufacturer invoice price, understood the sticker markup, and walked in ready to battle. The car had a sticker of around $32,000. Marcus negotiated hard, got the price down to just above invoice, and walked out feeling like he had absolutely crushed it. The salesperson even suggested the dealership was barely breaking even. Marcus believed every word. His coworker Jason heard about the deal, loved the same model, went to the same location that weekend. Jason walked in and announced 5 simple words. He said, "I am paying cash today." Jason paid over $2,000 more for an identical vehicle. Same trim, same color, same dealership. The only difference was those 5 words. Here's why that matters so much. When you announce you are paying cash, you are not signaling strength. You are signaling to the dealership that they just lost access to their single most profitable revenue stream. See, the sticker price negotiation is almost theater. There's an entirely separate financial ecosystem running underneath every car sale that most buyers never see, never question, and never even know exists. Let me walk you through it. After your sale closes, the manufacturer quietly sends money back to the dealership. This is called a holdback, and it typically runs around 2 to 3% of the sticker price. On a $32,000 car, that alone is $600 to nearly $1,000 the dealership pockets after you drive away. You already thought they barely made anything. They made 12 to 19 times what you calculated. That is just the beginning. Manufacturers also pay dealer cash incentives when specific models are overstocked. Volume bonuses kick in when a dealership hits certain sales thresholds, which is exactly why salespeople get suddenly flexible near the end of a month. Regional rebates exist in slow markets, providing extra incentives that never appear in any consumer-facing data. Floor plan assistance helps dealerships cover the cost of borrowing money to stock their inventory in the first place. Every one of these layers is completely invisible to you at the negotiating table. But even knowing all of that, you would still be missing where the real money gets made. And that brings us to the most important room in the entire building. After you shake hands on the price and think the hard part is over, a staff member walks you to a back office to handle paperwork. Your guard drops. You are relieved. The negotiation feels finished. It is not. That office is where the dealership earns more per transaction than anywhere else on the property. The person sitting across from you is not a clerk processing forms. They are the highest compensated salesperson in the building, and every item they present to you carries serious profit margin baked right in. Publicly traded dealership groups are required to file financial disclosures. Those filings show that the average finance office generates somewhere between $2,000 and $2,800 per vehicle, on top of whatever profit came from the sale itself. Extended warranties carry margins of $700 to $1,000. When you finance through the dealership, they mark up the interest rate the lender actually approved you for, pocketing the difference, typically $600 to $800 per transaction. Gap insurance, paint protection, fabric coating, documentation fees, registration markups. Each one adds more. They feel small individually. Combined, they are enormous. So what is the actual play here? You walk in as a financing buyer. Never reveal you plan to pay cash. This positions you as a high-value prospect, which means maximum flexibility on the purchase price because the dealership expects to recover margin through the finance office. Use that expectation as leverage. When they hand you the initial intake form asking about your payment method, do not reveal anything yet. When they mention a credit check, stay consistent with the financing story. Negotiate the vehicle price aggressively. You will find them more cooperative than they would be with a cash buyer because they believe there is more money coming their way later. When you reach the finance office, you are now negotiating with full information. Extended warranties are negotiable. Gap insurance pricing is negotiable. You do not have to accept the first number on anything. Before signing anything, read the loan contract completely. Confirm there is no prepayment penalty. Confirm there is no origination fee that you would forfeit by paying early. These two details are everything. Once you have confirmed both, sign the financing agreement, drive home, and pay off the loan within the first week. You walked in as a financing buyer, received financing buyer pricing, negotiated the back office products from a position of knowledge, and paid off the loan before meaningful interest had any chance to accumulate. The dealership got a technically financed deal. You got a thousands of dollars better outcome than the person who proudly announced they were paying cash. This is what separates the buyers who feel good leaving the lot from the buyers who actually came out ahead. Feeling confident walking out is not the same thing as having won. Marcus felt great. The dealership made far more than he realized. Jason announced cash and gave away his leverage before a single number was discussed. Now you understand the full picture, the hidden profit layers, the finance office strategy, and the specific approach that flips the entire system in your favor. If this changed how you see car buying, subscribe right now because this is exactly the kind of hidden financial mechanics we break down every single week. The system is sophisticated, but now, so are you.